Yeah.
Why is it going?
It's action.
Okay, fine. All right, welcome everyone back. Social Sodiites.
Take two.
Welcome back, Social Sodiites, to another, you guessed it, edition of Social Soto. I am your host, as always, the lovely and always grateful Alexis Soto, and we're here for another TV recap, the next episode of AMC's The Walking Dead. Just to jump right into things, it was really gory. This is definitely Halloween. It's October, and I would guess that's why they're bringing up the fear factor, which I'm all for. This show is definitely, it can serve in that purpose for such a long time. And I was at the edge of my seat the entire time because of the suspense. Bob was captured, his leg was eaten. These cannibals, of course led by Gareth, realized that it was tainted meat, which of course we cannot say hashtag tainted meat too soon. And anyways, they're sickened, they throw Bob back to Rick and his group, and then Rick and his group, they plot to go and kill Gareth and everything. And while all this is happening, basically, and it's this really great shot that happens in the episode, Rick and his group leaves the church where they're based at, and then on this side, and then on another side, Gareth and his group emerge out of nowhere, and they're heading toward the group, and I think all Walking Dead fans are like, okay, this is the point that we're like, oh no. And as they entered the church, and with every single row they went through, the most scariest and suspenseful scenes out of the entire show. And even when Judith cried, I was like, oh shit, it had to be the baby that led them to there. They saw it coming. And I have to say, I'm so impressed with Rick this season. And I'm a little terrified. He kept his promise. He literally is scaring the shit out of me. He had that red-handled machete and he slashed Gareth. And then he had the rest of his group, literally, it was a beatdown, one of the most iconic beatdowns this show has had. One of the takeaways that I have from this episode was just Maggie and Glenn's faces as to what was happening. I mean, they were disgusted with the brutality, but they couldn't disagree with it because these people were trying to eat them. But I mean, it's really a big theme in this season, Rick's humanity here. And as Bob is dying because of the fever, he was bitten, as it was revealed. I think one of the most precious scenes we've had in this show, Bob telling Rick, when things end, they don't have to end who you are. And Rick's reaction to that, coming from a character who's dying, obviously, and for someone to be that hopeful and optimistic as he's dying, giving those words to Rick, who is obviously struggling with who he is as a person. I mean, when the zombie apocalypse happened, he was trying to maintain who he was. And after the events of last season's finale, he pretty much went on full-on Predator territory. So he's really struggling, and I'm really appreciating what they're doing with that storyline. And I can't wait to see what eventually happens with Rick. I'm sad to see Bob go, especially for Sasha and Tyrese's reactions. One more thing I do want to say, they better have not killed Carol off, because they did not show who was with Daryl at the end, and they're gonna of course go on throughout the following weeks. But all in all, this was a great episode, a great next installment of the 5th season. I am loving this show more than I ever have, and this has been another TV recap. This is The Walking Dead, which airs every Sunday at 8 on AMC. I'm Alexis Soto, and this has been Social Soto.